Vijay took 112 signatures to the governor in support of his party to form the government. Governor Rajendra Aklekar, he said, "No, I am not convinced, Baba. Till I am not very convinced that you can form a stable government, I am not going to allow Vijay to take oath." क्यों? काय को करने का ऐसा? Why waste time? So I am not going to allow. So is that the way governor functions? Does a political party have to show proof, beyond any reasonable doubt and then get all the political... Is that the way governor works? Because end of the day, voters are voting a personality, and end of the day, the personality is asking you for vote for his own benefit or his own growth. Nothing to do with the country. Neither the voter is bothering about the country, nor the politician is bothering about the country. Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. So a lot of action happening in Tamil Nadu. Lot of it. There were rumors that AIADMK and DMK are coming together. This was yesterday evening where a lot of media houses claimed that there was a secret meeting between AIADMK and DMK. And in this particular secret meeting, AIADMK proposed that DMK joins up with AIADMK, supports AIADMK from outside, EPS becomes the chief minister, and they form the government together. This was one of the rumors that was floating. In fact, a lot of people say that it is not actually a rumor. This proposal actually happened. Hindu, incidentally, yesterday night claimed that no, this proposal did happen, but somewhere down the line, DMK refused. DMK didn't want to take this further. So it was actually rejected by DMK. This is how the first shocker actually happened in Tamil Nadu. Another shocker is, of course, the governor. You see, Governor Rajendra Aklekar was a former RSS member, Bharatiya Janata Party member, and he currently the governor of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. He said, "No, I am not convinced, Baba. I am not convinced that Vijay can make form a stable government. But till I am not very convinced that you can form a stable government, I am not going to allow Vijay to take oath." क्यों? काय को करने का ऐसा? Why waste time? So I am not going to allow. Let's look at some numbers. Here, TVK currently has 108 minus 1 because Vijay stood in 2 seats, so 1 seat he has to give up, so that's 107. Somebody else, there'll be a by-election there, somebody else may come, that person could be a TVK candidate, but then there's time for that. So 107 TVK, 5 Congress has agreed to support TVK, which will make it 112. TVK is hoping to get support from CPI and CPIM, and broadly, more or less, what we are told is that arrangement is more or less done. So that's 4. So that makes it 112 plus 100 plus 4, that is 116. Mind you, the magic number is 117. VCK has 2 members, and today VCK would be taking a decision. These are all DMK allies. VCK has 2 members, that would make it 118, which means they crossed the magic number. And PMK, they are still in talks with. PMK has got 4 members, and if PMK comes in, they are talking about 120, which means they've clearly crossed the magical number. This is what Vijay is hoping to get. He took 112 signatures to the governor in support of his party to form the government. 117, mind you, is the magical figure. So 112 he took to the governor. Governor said, "No, 5 kidhar se aayega? Where is the 5 coming from, Baba?" So is that the way governor functions? Does a political party have to show proof, beyond any reasonable doubt and then get all the political... Is that the way governor works? Because that's not what I saw with Devendra Fadnavis was swearing in 2019. When the governor gave the opportunity to Devendra Fadnavis to come and swear in, and then the government fell, that's a different issue. But the fact remains that the governor allowed them. Same thing happened with Yedurappa in Karnataka. The governor allowed because they were single largest party, and the single largest party was invited to form the government, and then the party had to come on the floor of the house and prove their majority. Both the cases, be it Fadnavis and be it Yedurappa, both had to resign because they didn't have the numbers. But the governor gave them chance. BJP-led governor immediately gave them opportunity to form the government. But no, here the government said nothing doing. You have to prove the majority. Now, Vijay says if this is the state, then I am going to go to the court. I am going to ask the Supreme Court to intervene. This is what Vijay says now. So that's where the governor stands. So I told you about the secret meeting of DMK and AIADMK. It was reported yesterday. I spoke to you about the governor. Now the third story. The third story is from Indian Express. Indian Express says that AIADMK faces a split threat as BJP pushes for alliance with Vijay's TVK. What Indian Express says is senior AIADMK sources confirm that Bharatiya Janata Party High Command in New Delhi is uncomfortable with the prospect of Congress-backed TVK government taking shape in Chennai, especially after the Congress resurgence in the neighboring Kerala. Now, all said and done, while Congress win in Kerala is underplayed, factually, Bharatiya Janata Party is quite unhappy with the fact that Congress has come back in Kerala. And now, if Congress is also going to be part of the government in Tamil Nadu with their 5 seats, well, that's not good news for Bharatiya Janata Party. Mind you, TVK will not join hands with AIADMK because they are ideologically opposite. So the fact is, the only way you can actually be part of TVK and ensure that Congress is blocked from TVK alliance, and now I think it is too late, but all the same, would be for AIADMK to split and splinter group to join the TVK government. Like I said, it is too late because Congress has already given their consent to or support to TVK, and possibly they will be forming an alliance. So that has already happened. But yes, Bharatiya Janata Party, like it always does, is trying its best to break and poach and divide and all of that and ensure that Congress is blocked. This is what Indian Express reports today. So, like I said, lots and lots of interesting activities happening in Tamil Nadu. In fact, according to Indian Express, of the party's 47 MLAs, AIADMK insider estimate that at least 10 may continue firmly behind EPS, but several others, including some considered loyalists, increasingly believes that the party should not miss the opportunity to enter the government through coalition with TVK. Now, there are party men also who, AIADMK has been out of power for last 5 years now. So, AIADMK, they too want to be part of the power. So, there is another group who is actually hoping to kind of do some jod tod ki rajniti, as they say, and see if they can get into the TVK bandwagon and be part of the government. Now, this also is happening. So, like I said, lots of activities in Tamil Nadu. Lots of activities in Tamil Nadu. You see, I would like to conclude this editorial with a very simple thought. You see, end of the day, why do we have politics? And why do we have politicians? By the look of it, today, one feels that politicians and politics are not meant for the people. Politicians and politics are vocations meant for the politicians. It is for their growth, their earning more money, their earning more power, their earning more influence. That is why they enter into politics. The concept of public good doesn't exist in politics. Because the concept of public good is directly linked to the concept of an ideology. You see, ideology is what gives you a collective objective, a collective process through which you do welfare activity, you do taxations, you do employment, you do education, you look at future. Education, ideology is the foundation, the basis. Now, more and more of political parties, more and more of politicians are san ideology. You sit in one political party and you lambast the other political party, go radically against the ideology of other political party. Overnight, you jump to that same political party who you are lambasting all this while. Your ideology has no value. You don't have ideology. And if we as a country continue like this, we will not have politician that works for us. We will have politicians that works for themselves and their parties. This concept of India first and all or country first and all has gone down the drain. It will not happen. Because end of the day, voters are voting a personality, and end of the day, the personality is asking you for vote for his own benefit or his own growth. Nothing to do with the country. Neither the voter is bothering about the country, nor the politician is bothering about the country. We saw that recently with Raghav Chadda and 5 people walking to Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, look at what all is happening. AIADMK, secret meeting with DMK. DMK wants to break and go to TVK. The whole process, nothing, nowhere ideology mentioned. Everywhere opportunity. There is not a trace of ideology anywhere. This is a very dangerous trend. This trend can be stopped if you and I, people, voters, common voters like us, we are mindful of what's happening, and we start raising our objection to this. If you remove ideology from politics, there is nothing called as public good. You remove public good from politics. That's the point I wanted to make. This is interesting. We'll keep you informed about whatever is happening. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.